So the question today is, what does it mean to be smart? I just finished high school, and because of the typical modern-day educational systems, I had to wait for my results to come out so I could find out whether my conditional offers were going to turn into unconditional offers. I went through this with my friends, other students, and I realized that some students and some people use the grades as a determiner to whether they are smart or not, which is why I decided to tackle this question today. My first impression is that smart is being able to fulfill your potential, and I think you can do that with two ways. One is using the existing skills and knowledge that you have. Two is knowing your strengths and knowing the conditions in which you work most effectively and productively. According to Google, smart means having quick-witted intelligence. I took it upon myself to define intelligence as well because I wanted to see if they were synonymous in any way, and intelligence means the ability to acquire or apply knowledge and skills. Part of my first impression and my first definition that I wrote up included potential, so I wanted to also define potential. Potential means having or showing the capacity to develop into something in the future. As you may know from my argument phase, I asked on social media about what you guys thought, and I also asked the people around me about their opinions. I want to see if I can have my mind changed, or I want to see if I can add anything on to my initial idea. My brother changed my mind this week, and he told me a simple sentence. He said, "Smartness is like a genetic trait." Initially, I completely disagreed with him, but I'll show you why I started to agree. The statement entails two important things. Number one, you can't become smart. It's just something that you have. It's the same way as me having brown eyes. It's just something that I have. I'm never going to have blue eyes in my lifetime, and it's just how it is. That being said, just because someone is smart doesn't mean that they are successful, and it doesn't mean that someone that isn't smart is stupid. The second thing that is important to note is that choices don't make up whether we're smart or stupid. A smart person can make a stupid decision the same way as how a normal person can make a smart decision. It's just about their knack for problem solving. I often question why there are types of smart, like book smart or street smart. And I realize that there only are these types because we try to linguistically categorize people that are smart. So someone that problem solves through reading and learning more things and researching sometimes, or typically, is known to be book smart, and someone that's been through a lot of experiences that called for problem solving and relations with people is usually known as street smart. I wanted to know why smart and intelligent were being used as synonyms, because as we saw with the definitions, the difference between them was the idea of quick-witted, which implies being able to do it in a quick amount of time, and I assumed it was more towards like solving a problem and that sort of thing. But, you know, in modern day society, we use them interchangeably and they kind of mean the same thing. But the thing that is different is someone that is smart and a genius. A genius is someone that is extremely smart and who makes a significant change to the things we know. And if you look at the geniuses that we know of modern day, that's what they are.
Of humanity.
Beethoven is great.
In no way am I saying that geniuses are famous, but the geniuses we know are. Some geniuses exist in the world that have solutions to things that can make tremendous change to what we do know. I think that potential is more linked to how we develop skills more than how we use them, which is why I took it out of the equation in the first place. I decided to do some research and I found a Huffington Post article about being smart. There are two things that I loved. Number one, it said that smartness is not comparable, and number two, it said that there was this smart versus dumb ideology surfacing around our modern society that's about smart people being the only smart people and everyone else is dumb. And I think that's why we make these definitions that can apply to everyone. So my final take is that smart is the ability to react quickly to situations by instinctively using the skills and knowledge that you have, or by instinctively developing the skills and knowledge that you would need. I don't think that people that aren't smart are stupid, and I don't think that smart people are superior to anyone. Anyone can make a smart decision by looking at the circumstances they're in and by acting on that. I hope you guys liked today's video, and I want to see if your minds were changed or not. This idea really convinced me. If you guys like this content, please subscribe. That's an explored thought for today.